welcome back to the Survive and Thrive Virtual Summit for moms, work from home moms who want to earn more income from home. Welcome, Mr. Robert Carlisle. We're so happy to have you here today.
Thank you for having me, Chelsea.
Welcome. We're so excited to hear you talk about the future of business. You ladies are really in for a treat today. Robert is going to blow your mind. Let me tell you a little bit about his background. Robert Carlisle is a professional digital creator who has a passion for building 3D worlds, designing avatars, and networking within the Digital Business International platform that he created. His platform is another great way to meet new people from all around the world and have fun learning new innovative solutions to promote and market your business. Welcome, Robert.
Thank you for having me, Chelsea.
I'm so honored to have you. Thank you for your time. And I'm going to sneak over here when I give you control because I have a little thing on my wall. But anyways, tell us a little bit about your background. What's your trial to triumph story? Tell us a little bit about how you got to where you are today.
Well, I first had the pleasure of joining the U.S. military. I was in the Army for 10 years, got up to the hump, and decided that there's another calling for me. I was actually a food service NCO, assigned to the Ranger Battalion and Special Forces, and had a wonderful time. And from there, I got out of the service and stayed overseas, working for the government as a contractor. So I took care of all the beverage equipment in the dining halls and on the galleys and on the Navy ships. And then from there, I was fortunate to actually land myself in Hawaii and actually work as an actual employee then for, it was a third-party service arm with Nestle. And from there, I was like so excited that, I would go around and see all these people that ran restaurant businesses. I thought I would give that a try. So I jumped headfirst into the restaurant business, had a upscale Italian restaurant on the island of Oahu. And me and my family ran that for about 5 years. And then from there, I got my son over. After that, my son wanted to move on, so we helped him get set up in the mainland in Portland. And from there, I was like, what do I do? And from that, from going from military to corporate to being a business owner, now I'm in with a passion for digital marketing. So, and I've done that for about 2 years now. And I've come to the point where I needed to figure out how to bring the masses to a point to have a conversation. And I do have a couple solutions that is doing just that. And I'd love to share that with you.
Wonderful. Great. Well, thank you for your service. Thanks for telling us a little bit about your background. I'm going to let you take it away.
Okay.
Because you've got a lot to share. Go ahead and take the screen.
Here we have, I believe it is showing my desktop. Let's make sure we got the screen share on and audio. Okay. So here we have this is the digital of myself. So I actually created this avatar on the screen, and I'm going to go ahead and just, if it's okay for me to maybe switch the screens here, so that way it's in front of me.
He's handsome.
He wears glasses. Hang on. Where's my glasses? Here's my glasses. I should be having my glasses on, but
okay, yeah.
So tell you
now I recognize him.
Yeah, I'll keep my screen like this, and I'll just be looking back and forth as I'm operating this screen over here. But I just want to let everybody know that right now, with what is happening, where we have the social distancing and people are working from home, what's missing is the presence. Okay, so I know Zoom is probably doing the video conferencing is probably the best that you're going to get right now to have a connection. So what's interesting is the whole time before, everything, this whole pandemic happened, I knew that this would be a tool to use to connect with people. So the whole thought process is to go from the 3D world into another world, but putting your mind over there, and then other people putting their mind there to make you actually exist. So some people would call this a game. I call it a gathering. Not a gamer. The last thing I'm thinking is playing games. But when I saw the impact, I saw the how easy it is to actually connect with somebody in an avatar and then have the sense of being in their virtual presence. I saw great value in that. So as you can see right here, my avatar is right here. I basically, got to look as close as what I look like in real life. And I may take you over to one of my worlds. I have business worlds, and then I have my own play around worlds where it's like, I want people to be just at awe when they come to my world in the virtual
How many
reality.
worlds do you have?
Well, I've built over 100, but on this account, on this account, I only have 20. So, but I'm not gonna show all the worlds.
Only 20 worlds.
But for today's, for today, I just want to show you folks, how you could incorporate virtual reality into your business, into like stay-at-home business, your home-based business. Okay.
Yeah, I think we have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, even though I'm familiar with you, I still don't get it, and it's because I haven't been in there. But yeah, show us what you do.
So as you can see, this is kind of like Netflix. You have all these, worlds that you can choose from, and this is content. Okay. So imagine, let's see here. I'm going to go to the Digital Business International. So all we got to do is click on this. I'm not sure if you can hear any volume coming through. Okay. So this is a group. It's a group of people that I've brought to my virtual world. They're basically business owners. They're they're entrepreneurs. They're people that see value in connecting with different tools on the market. Okay. So with this tool right here, I basically built a boardroom where you can have people that can sit in the chairs. Okay. And that simple as this, just by clicking on the chair, and you can have a seat just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my mic so you can see me talking right in virtual reality right there. So the voice going through my mic is actually emulating to the avatar. So it's like me talking in virtual reality. It's pretty awesome. And the first time you see it for the first time and have your headphones on to hear this, it's called spatial sound. It's just amazing. Okay. So, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move over here. I'm going to jump out of my chair and show you some ideas of what, say, for a stay-at-home mom could do to maybe showcase maybe network marketing, business that they have. Okay. So it's just a matter of inviting people to this room and, and giving a professional presentation. So I set this up to where you can come over here, sit down. Oh, here we go. And now you basically have the presentation board right in front of you. Okay. So if I wanted to start this presentation, simple script. Now this might be a lot of information. People are saying, oh, this is too much, but it's not a lot of information. We actually train everybody on how to utilize this platform. Okay. So let me go ahead and start the presentation. There we go. So right here, the future of communication. This is it right here. This is one of the tools of communicating to the masses, bringing people all around the world into one point and to have a conversation. Okay. And what I did is I actually programmed this to basically, I can just click on this and go through the slides. So can we expect things to stay the same? No, it's always going to change. Okay.
Mine is cutting off a little bit.
Okay.
Does it say your internet connection is unstable, or is that just, I can.
Okay, yeah,
let me know.
Does it say
your internet connection is unstable, or is that on my end?
I think that's on your end because I don't see anything saying it's unstable on my side. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
if I start cutting off, just let me know that I'm cutting off. Okay. And then I can just go back up a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, so
Okay.
right here, can we expect things to stay the same? No. Technology is always changing. Okay. So, and the thing is, but technology has the most opportunity when scaling your business or starting a business or maintaining your business. Okay. And I just see this as being one of the opportunities that you can showcase your products and service. You know, nobody wants to be sold. People like to learn and be shared information and then let them decide if it's right for them, right? So what I found with this type of a setting, you know, you can bring people into a professional, you know, business network meeting setting that you can give professional presentations. Now, especially for the ladies, okay? Anytime, you know, you folks have to get online to do a live Zoom and put your face on a video cam, it's not like, okay, I'll be right there. It's, you know, the ladies like to get ready. They like to, you know, get dressed up and everything and be ready for the presentation. One thing about virtual reality is we can, now the ladies don't have to have their webcam on, okay? Now, I'm
You
not
mean I
saying,
don't have to wear makeup and do my hair?
you could be in your pajamas holding the kid and giving a professional presentation consistently every time.
Sold. Sold.
So some of the things
That's
that I put into this this boardroom is ways that you can connect with other businesses. So right here you can see it says click me. Okay, so this could be a place that you put your business information. It could be a website, it could be your business card, it could be your phone number, it could be your email address, it could be anything that you want to have that person connect you with. Facebook, LinkedIn, the whole 9 yards, okay? And at the same time, the virtual reality world can actually connect with the people. So it'd just be a matter of me, if there's another person in here, I could actually put my cursor on them and I could actually connect with them and say, hey, I want to be your friend. Or, hey, I like to chat with you, okay? But right now, if someone came in this room, you can see the little proximity voice above my head. They can actually hear me talk, okay? So that's one way of communication. Another way of communication is using the chat, which is no different than using a Facebook Messenger. So I could connect with any of these people on here. If I need to find somebody, I can basically go like this. I can say, hi, Beverly. How are you? She's not online, but when she comes online, she's going to get this message, okay? So imagine, you know, you have a room full of people and you're giving a presentation, then they start asking you questions while your presentation. Now, some people might not mind if people just ask the question right there to answer to give them an answer, but maybe they want to get through the whole presentation, but they don't want to miss the questions, right? So here's a great way that people could be in the chat right here, and where we would go is in nearby, and I could be right here. What does this do, right? They could be asking questions, and then one person could be say, hey, I have a message in nearby chat. You know, Dean A. Lead is asking, what does this do? You know, and I'll say, well, I'm clicking this little box on the side, and it's changing the presentation board, okay? So now anybody can come into this platform. You can send invites, you can make it private, you can make it public, you can actually make it an event that you can post online for other folks to come into. So what I'm going to show you is how to actually connect your virtual reality world with the real world, okay, through social media, okay? So what I would do is I would go into the codex right here, okay? And then I go to the world that I'm in. So I'm actually in this world right here, and it can see there's one person in there, right? I just simply click on this, see where it says copy URL, copy the URL, And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and post this into my Facebook. Okay. Right here, let me go ahead and post it into my timeline. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to post the link. And I want to show you how your marketing is done for you. Okay. So here it is. I just posted it. It did a really nice magnet page. It, said it's in Sansar, virtual reality directory. Let me go ahead and hit post. Okay. Now watch what's going to happen. So once it uploads, just a matter of clicking on this link right here. And it brings them through the whole process to get into Sansar. So if you don't have an account, it's going to say you must first log into your account to get access. Okay, so this is a funnel into your business. Okay, so what's really got me excited about this type of technology is, a lot of websites have their little chat bots at the bottom right-hand corner, where it's like immediate, hey, do you need sales? Do you need support? Do you need to talk to someone live, right? This is basically mimicking that same thing, but you are actually talking to someone in an avatar that's real. It's not it's not a robot saying ... It's actually a real person saying, how can I help you? So imagine you having a home-based business. Say you sell blankets. You sell custom-made blankets. If someone actually got into the world, you had your store set up with your blankets in there, they could actually click on it, and the link actually goes to them to actually click to purchase it. Okay, then they could say, hey, I'm interested, what type of material is this blanket made out of? How cool it would be for you to be like, yeah, it's made 100% cotton. It takes me about a week to make it. I mean, think of the value that you're offering your potential customers that are shopping at your virtual reality store. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take you to a store.
What if they're in your store and you're not there?
So what I would do is I would build a way that they can get information in there for me to follow up. So there's many ways that I can find out when someone's in my store. Okay, and I'll show you one. So right here, I'm actually at the DBI Founders Boardroom. It has a number 1 right there. So if I have Sansar open the whole time and I just keep this open, I can see when people pop in and out of my experience. So I could go right there. Now there's other things that I could do, or that we can do, where we put a script in there where it actually sends you a notification, okay, that someone's in your world. That's another solution that can be done. But let me take you folks to an actual store. I'll go into my worlds right here. And I want to show other things to the moms. I'm more focused on education, okay? But at the same time, the moms have to have something to sell from home. Okay, now it could be education that you're selling. That's a great, solution to be selling from home. If you have something of value that you want to teach somebody, you should be able to monetize that for your time. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to the store. Okay, so this one right here, I call it the DNA VR store. What I did, because this is a virtual reality platform, at some point in time, folks might want to buy a VR headset. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, you can do this from a desktop, just like I'm doing right now, or actually have a VR headset to put on. And this is a totally different experience. Being totally immersed into it is, you are in that world. So, so let's go over here. Let me show you the value of having merchandise in a store. So right here, what I did is I created boxes like it's VR headsets in the box, okay? And what I found, with using an immersive solution like this, it provides the sense of shopping. Women love to shop. They love to have that, walking through the store, window shopping, looking at the items, reading the information of it, before they're going to make that purchase, right? So here, I just took it right off the shelf, okay? And if I click it, it's actually, if it says click me right there, what does it say right there? A link to purchase this product has been posted in nearby chat. Okay. So let me go over to the nearby chat. And right here's the link to actually purchase that item. How cool is that? So let me go ahead and
Wow.
click on that. And this is the link that just popped up that I clicked on, that I can go to right here to the purchase. So that VR headset is $15.99.
Wow.
Okay. Now there's other VR headsets on the market that are more affordable, which I can bring you over to around the corner over here. I actually own a Oculus Rift, which is one of these. Let's go over here, go in the chat, Oculus Rift. And here's the website that I just clicked on. And this one is, I believe it's $3.99. Yeah, that's what I paid for from Best Buy. And I always recommend people buying from Best Buy because there's a 2-week return. So what do you think of that, Chelsea?
That's cool because you could have your different courses up there.
Absolutely. So
Well, I mean, anything.
anything you can think of. Anything you can think of, we can make it, we can emulate it, put it into a virtual reality world for folks to come in there and shop. And I tell everybody this, all you need to do and all you need to be is a master of invite. If you can invite people to your experience, for them to experience your store or your classes, your courses, or your presentation, you know, you're going to be able to have that conversation with them. Therefore, the bridge, that connection that is so, it takes so long to gap, right? To bridge that gap, you know, to get that, to earn that trust and that rapport with them before they're going to, you know, purchase anything from you. Here you're making that happen right away. Therefore, you're cutting a lot of time out of follow-ups, okay? But follow-up is key, you know. Now, I'm not saying as soon as you bring someone to VR world, they're saying, oh, I got to buy everything you got. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you having the conversation with them is going to happen first, which is very important. You know, so creating that relationship so you get that rapport with your customer, your client, okay? Let me take you over to another world.
And you could
Education.
actually, so if you have your service that you provide, a lot of entrepreneurs have a free gift or a landing page or tip sheet or newsletter. So if they weren't ready to buy, they could get that there.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I found in the last 3 months, I'll wait till everything loads. What I have found in the last 3 months is that education sells better than anything else right now. People want to learn something new, okay? And once they're getting value, then what happens is they ask you how much versus you
Right.
saying, this is my price, okay? Because if you live by the price, you're going to die by the price. So I tell all my clients I work with is don't even talk price until price is discussed from your client or customer. It's kind of like, you know, do not say nothing about it. Okay, I don't think now if it's something that it's an on-demand thing, like, okay, hey, in order for you to get this, you actually have to purchase. It's like if you want to get on the internet, you have to purchase internet. There's no discussion about it, right? If you need to, buy food, there's really no discussion about it. It's like you got to buy food, but when it comes to you being a concierge or a consultant or a mentor or a teacher, it's I'm all about demonstrating versus talking about it. Okay. So that's why, when you asked me, I said, the best thing to do is let me demonstrate versus trying to talk about, because one person's imagination might be different from another, and the picture might not be painted right. So, but here I'm actually building classrooms for schools, for private schools, where the teacher can actually be at the top or in the front of the class and be sitting down right here And the students could be right here where they can interact with each other, okay? And the teacher can be putting, they could share their desktop right on the screen right here to the students, right from their computer, okay?
Do you think this could be, do you think this could work then for schools? I mean,
Yes.
for online programs, or even after this COVID is over,
It
maybe a
can
lot of
happen
people
now.
like being home and they don't want to go back to school 8 hours a day.
If the states will allow it and the government will allow it, of course. I mean, I would teach my kid from home if there was a teacher that would make sure that my kid gets accreditation for the
Right.
class. I would have them, because now the parent can monitor what the kid's doing, okay? And my son right now, it's like, he says, Dad, I can like do everything in like an hour and a half.
Wow.
Like, now what are you going to use your time for? Okay.
I'm sure they'd much rather do this than.
Well, what's happening now, he's got the opportunity because I'm teaching him how to do code now. I'm teaching him how to write the code to do this virtual reality stuff. So now he's not only keeping up with his curriculum from school that the state requires, now he's adding more to the plate that he's interested in and that he wants to do, okay? Now, this is the thing. I'm just going to tell you this right now. The challenge right now with the whole school system is accountability, okay? Because I got a call today from the teacher, from the English teacher. She said, oh, your son hasn't turned in an assignment yet. And I said, well, what assignments does he need to turn in? Oh, well, he needs this, this, and that. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll let him know. And I said, hey, how come no assignments were 10? He goes, I didn't know there even there if there was a class at all. I'm like, then I called the teacher back. I say, he doesn't even know what's going on. Where are you sending this information? The teacher assumed that they got the information, but they finally called and said, hey, his assignments were not turned in. So today he finally got his assignments turned in from, he's like 10 days behind, but he knocked them out in 2 hours. So this right here would actually create continuity between the teacher and student. The teacher would be, in the classroom. And now the only way the teacher would know if the student is doing the work is to see it, come through the portal, right? Hey, turn your assignment in. Hey, today's class, you need to turn your assignments in before the class is done. That's how they'd have accountability, right? So but right,
then a mom, say this does get accredited by it's certified legit school. So a parent could pop in there and just check on their kid without having to go downstairs and look at his computer.
Absolutely.
Check on him.
Yeah, there's many ways that you can create accountability in here. So it's all about how the information is transferred in there. So similar to, if you're clicking on something. So let me show you something real quick. I'll go over here. So over here, I've been creating videos that I'm putting in these little boxes right here. So think of like a computer with files, right? So what the teacher could do, say this was a math class, okay? And what I'll do is see this assignment math 101, okay? The teachers could actually put the assignments in these little cubes right here. And then,
Wow.
and then what could happen is I could gamify this, okay, where it becomes a quest. So the teacher could put all the assignments in the quest. So when they finish the class or the assignment, it can be checked off. And then it sends a notification. It could send a notification to the parents. It could send a notification to the teachers. You can send a notification to the student saying you have completed this assignment. I'll show you something real quick. So let me go back to, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Let me go back to the DBI, which is right here. Okay, so we're going to go back to this area right here because I built a quest system into this to explain that action, okay? So I'm getting dropped into the world. Okay, so this is a quest system right here. I'm going to go ahead and reset it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so imagine this as the assignment. Imagine this is what the teacher has for the students in the class. Hey, teacher would say, everybody needs to go start their assignment. They would click on this, and right here would say, this is your assignment for the day. Start the assignment right here, okay? So right here it's saying, sit down in the chair. Okay, so I have this quest set for, just the basics of how to get around in the boardroom, but this could be assignment 1, math class 102. You need to do all your plus and multiplication tables, right? So in order for them to do that, they'd have to go check that block. So maybe it's assignment they have to sit down in the desk, and it says, open up your textbook to this page and go from here and then submit your answers, okay? And then once they do that, guess what's going to happen? It checks it off with a blue check mark, okay? So right here, it's saying sit down in the chair. So I'm completed that. The next one, it says click on the business box, okay? Right here, I click on it. Great, you have completed this task, okay? Complete quest, okay? It's completed. Now, in there, you can actually award them. Like, hey, you just completed the class. You got, 80% correct. If you want extra credit, go back through and correct the problems that you got wrong for an extra 5 points. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
So,
okay, so I see that no one is in here. Do you have to invite people in to come look at your business as far as moms who have products, or do you have like get-togethers, or how does that work?
Yeah, so for
or do people
this
from
room,
around the world, or is it people from US?
Around the world. So this room right here, is the Digital Business International, and I have it set for private room, meaning that they have to be on my guest list to get in there. So that's why nobody can come in there, because nobody's on. Well, I do have people on my guest list, but I have no appointments for them to come into the room. Yeah, so this is a boardroom. This is where we talk business, and we all get together and learn about what's going into each of the founders' chapters and what their members are doing and how their businesses are doing. So to be part of our Digital Business International, the first thing I say to everybody, this is what I need you to do. Take your sales hat off. We don't need any sales happening right now. What I need to learn about your business is how you bring value on helping people in their business. And those are the solutions that we share with everybody. And we educate all the founders of what their members are doing to keep businesses in business, okay? So it's not to come, the founders are not interested in getting a sales pitch. What we're interested in is like, hey, we had this client that had this problem or this challenge, and this is what they did to fix it. And this is the solution that was the result. Therefore, this is how this client is staying in business. So they, it might have been a combination of like, hey, this person got, a website made from this client or from this member. The other person got, taught how to do effective presentation without saying ums and ands and does, and they learned how to speak more effectively. Okay, and then from that they went to an event. Okay, which I'm going to go ahead and show you that, because this is what's exciting. I may show you some cool things that we have in the works. In May, we're actually going to have an actual expo. It's going to be a digital expo where we're going to have vendors come in and tell us about their products and services, and be able to network with attendees that come to the show. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over there real quick. And this is kind of like, this is still in the works, so it's not totally done yet. But it's pretty exciting because I think it's very important for us to be able to network. Let me go ahead and, okay, here we go.
Is there a large amount of people already conducting business on this platform?
Yes.
but it's still relatively new.
Sansar has been around for about 3 years. The company that designed Sansar built Second Life as well, but they just sold this platform to another company. So, but it's more, I would say, this is the business PG-13 version of virtual reality. So
Okay.
yeah. So I'm just going to run over to this event. So for me, I like everything futuristic, space age. I just feel like showing what you can see in the real world is boring to me. So I want people to be excited, saying, "Wow, is this what the future is going to look like?" Who knows? This could be possibly what the future will look like. In the next 5 to 10 years. Okay. So, so here what I've done is I've created space for an actual expo where people can come in and showcase their products and service.
I
So
like your
right,
tables.
oh, thank you. So so we can put their banners on the back right here. We can put clickable information right here on this little display, and then also I can make items that represents whatever their item that they're selling in real life. I'm thinking I want to bring in authors of books. People have written books of value and stuff, and we can have their books right here where they click on it and it takes them right to Amazon and they can purchase their book right then and there. So, but we're looking for everybody and anybody that wants to participate in our May Expo coming up.
When is that?
We're shooting for mid-May to actually get the deadline to have everything in. Like all your information, your logos, your website addresses, all the information that we need to make it a really great show with value for exchanging people's information. We're looking at probably mid-May, and then we'll probably launch it at the end of May for like 3
Great.
days. It'll just be like a
That's great
24/7.
timing.
Yep.
24/7?
I don't know if it'll be 20. I mean, I'm saying 24/7 because it's digitally and we can do it. Just I would have to have people that are willing to come into the world and being there at that time. I mean, I would say this: if I'm only one having a booth there and I'm getting 50 people come in because I'm on at midnight, hey, more for me, right? But we do want to showcase everybody's products and service and get them out there and get people networking again, get people talking and just in a new environment that they can hang out and just feel like they're connected again, right? So right here we got a
How do
chair.
people on your, sorry to interrupt. How do people on Sansar, can you like make an announcement that you're having an event so that the people in Sansar are like, oh, let's go there?
Right. So see this right here? You got explore, you got events, you got favorites, you got visit, you got my worlds. Okay. So basically explore is like all the content in Sansar. Okay. The events are basically scheduled events that you can actually go to and see that they're going to happen, right?
Oh, cool.
Okay. And then you have favorites, meaning that you visited the world and you like it.
Okay.
And then you have visited, meaning it's just going to keep showing you what you visited, right? So let's go up here. I'll show you. Okay, so right here we are actually in this world. We visited the Digital Business International. We visited the Digital University Library, and we visited the DNA's VR store. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and click that. So let me go it this way. So this is the future. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. Let's go back. We're going to go ahead and res up a little portal, and we're going to take you for a little ride. So now I can actually teleport, or I can transport around the world. Like I'm actually in a little teleporter, and you could have a conversation. I mean, how cool is this to be like, and I got Chelsea, all I'm saying, having a VR headset on. It's another world. Okay. You will literally feel like you are in this world, being totally
Wow.
immersed. Okay. So I have a VR headset. It took me a year before I, felt, comfortable enough to actually, look at what I built. And the first time that I put a VR headset on and went around my worlds, I was blown away. I literally felt like I was in another world. Okay. And to bring people into that world with you, okay, and have a conversation. Now, are you going to remember the last 50 Zooms you did and know the names of the people on Zoom? Or are you going to remember my, tour that I took you in a virtual reality headset and you're just like, you were just blown away, right?
Wow.
Oh, okay. I just got knocked out of there.
Yeah, this is great because all I've seen so far are within the building. I have seen the university that you built, which is very cool, but everything I've seen has been, pretty much in a building. But you can create spaces that are out in nature, or you can create any kind of space, basically.
Yeah. Yoga. If you're into yoga, create a place that, represents, your yoga experience. If you're into, anything, the mind is the limit, not the sky. Your mind is the limit of what you can do in virtual reality. So I'm going to go ahead and this is actually a build for one of my clients, but they wanted to be like totally like space age, right? They want to be like, what is the new thing happening? Where are we going like in humanity? Now, if you can think it, you can do it, right? So they wanted everything like how the future is going to be, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and go downstairs. So here's the living room. I just haven't put any furniture in it. This is going to be the flat screen TV. But yeah, look at this. I can go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and go to another place. It says press R to spawn. Yeah, let me go over and see my neighbors. Oh, no, I just got trapped in this. Here, let's do it again.
Wow.
Click on that. Let me go back over it. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to go check out my neighbors. Now, there could be actually people in an avatar in this other house, and I could go visit them and say, hey, neighbor, how you doing? To give that sense of, connection, right? I should invite someone over here so it's not just me going around, right? Let's see if I can. Oh,
Beverly just text me.
tell
Do you
her
want
to
me
jump.
to text her back?
Tell her to jump in, Sandra. Say we are doing a presentation. She needs to jump in and accompany me in Sansar. So tell her that I'm at the Paradigm, Nightingale's Paradigm experience, and she'll know.
Awesome.
But let me jump
Nightingales.
off. Yeah, just say Nightingale's experience. And when she comes on, I can actually text her. See, I'm not sure if Beverly.
We'll see if she sees her text.
Yeah, here, watch this. I'll message her. I'll tell her in Sansar now. Okay, I'll message her. Let's see where she's at. Okay.
Okay, so I'm thinking on terms of for stay-at-home moms.
Yes.
This can be a place to recreate. It's almost like you can recreate yourself, or you can kind of like see what person you want to be, and you can create that person, become that person.
Yes.
And then have experiences as that person, conduct business as that person. And this is also a place that you can go for fun, like
absolutely,
to get out of the house instead of hiding in the closet with a glass of wine.
Connect, meet new people, have conversations that are, okay, let me see who just connected here. Chat, we're in chat right now. Okay, so this person saying, come check my place out now. I just updated it. So this is DJ Menace. He makes bowling alleys and DJ concert halls and stuff like that. I may tell him, sure. So let's do this. I may go ahead and just check. Well, you know what? I may keep this PG because, this is PG-13 and I don't want to get into something where there might be some language. So I'll tell him. I'll check it out later.
I think we're all big girls.
Okay,
I think
sure.
we can handle that.
Sure. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, and I can't teleport to him. Okay, hang on. I got to tell him, send me the link. Yeah, so this experience that I created is I wanted like it's in another world somewhere. It's in an icy place that looks like it, it's still kind of like, I don't know, prehistoric or caveman or whatever you want to call it, but still in a high tech, like environment where, it's a civilization that is thriving.
That's cool. So what is the purpose of this? Like, how come the guy had you create this world? Is he just coming here to hang out or what?
This experience, it's actually a female client that I have that wants to be noticed, wants something that they're gonna, if she brings someone into her world, they're gonna remember it.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so it's more of like she doesn't want to be forgotten, so if she does invite people in, either through a Zoom, just like what we're doing, she wants them to have an everlasting memory of it. Like, that is just cool. That is awesome. I might not have time right now, but I definitely want to check it out again, right?
Yeah, like she's giving them an experience they've never had before. That's great. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like the Kool-Aid guy smashing through the cement wall saying, "Ooh, yeah."
Exactly. Exactly like that, Robert. That would be kind of cool, actually. You could surprise her with that little feature.
I can make that happen. That's the whole thing. You think that's funny? I could actually make the Kool-Aid guy come smashing through the wall saying, "Ooh, yeah."
You are amazing.
Yeah, so whatever your mind is thinking, it's interesting. I've had people say, you know what? I'm called DNA Elite inside this platform, right? They say, DNA, I think you'd be great at making a space experience. I said, done. And I did this like 3 months ago. And I actually made it educational to where classes could be conducted in there, okay? So let me take you to my solar system, the DNA solar system. I've made solar system. I've even made the quantum realm. I may bring you to the quantum realm after this, to the smallest little thing on an atom. Okay.
I like the quantum field. I'm into that.
Okay. So this experience, I know it's pretty dark on your side, but here they can actually start a quest. Let me go and click that. Start the quest. Okay, so now the objectives here. Go to Mercury. So it says use, this is a perfect example of trying to explain how to give a class. This could be a class. The solar system 101, right? So right here.
Like for students.
Yeah, for students, exactly.
Wow. Yeah.
So see the information I'm giving. It's like I'm asking them, okay, you need to get in a hub cruiser and fly to these planets, okay? And then right here, I'm giving data on that, okay? So the diameter, say it for me, please. Diameter, there you go. I got so many words in my mind right now. I'm making up the words as I go now. So look at this. So 3,031 miles is how big Mercury is, okay? So this could be a test on their next test that they have, so this is what we do. I follow the instructions here. come over here. It says get in the hub right here. Let me go ahead and hit R. It's going to go ahead and res one up for me. And I'm going to go find Mercury. And here I go. I'm on my way. Matter of fact, I'm going to put some sound in this. Listen to the background sound. And I'm falling now. I fell out of my little scooter. So now I got to get back.
Okay, turn the sound up. Can't hear it.
Okay. Be right back. Let me turn it down. So you said it's too loud?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay, you can't hear it?
It's
Can you hear it? Can you
too
hear it now?
quiet.
Can you hear it now? Oh,
Yes.
look who just dropped in.
Really?
Hey, Beverly. We are on Chelsea's show.
Are you talking to me? No, it's talking
Yes,
to
I
you.
am. Wait, hang on. I got to turn my setting up. Can you hear me? Okay. So, Beverly, we are on Chelsea's show. And Chelsea, what is your show?
We are recording the Survive and Thrive Summit for Moms.
We are recording the Survive and Thrive Summit for Moms. And we're
Okay. Chelsea, you're going to have to talk a little bit louder because you are so
Chelsea
far away.
can't hear you because she's on Zoom. Yep. So,
Oh, all right.
but Beverly, I just wanted to show Chelsea how easy it is to network with people inside this platform. So see this right here? Chelsea, I'm going to go ahead and click on Beverly. And right here, I can mute, I can send her a message, I can send her a gift, which is actual cryptocurrency. Or if she became a nuisance, I could block her. But she hasn't been a nuisance yet. So we'll keep her unblocked. So, okay.
It's so dark, I can't even see her. Let's go somewhere else.
Yep. I may take you, Beverly, I may take you over to, let's go over to the Digital University. Okay. So
let's go to the university.
Let me throw that up real quick, unless you just, I'll meet you over there. Okay.
I'll meet you
she
over
already
there.
knows where to go. Okay. So I may go to the Digital University, the main entrance.
Can you ask Beverly to share quickly, shortly, how she thinks this could be a valuable tool for work from home moms?
Okay, absolutely.
Okay.
Beverly. Okay. So Chelsea wants you to talk to the viewers, okay, and let them know how this could be a solution for stay-at-home moms, and how this could work for their business, how this could work for, learning, educating, the whole 9 yards.
Are we, am I talking to their face right now, or am I got my back turned to?
Just tell me which way you're going to talk, and then I'll bring the camera that way, okay? Okay, whoops. Okay.
You just
point
go ahead in the right direction, and that's where I'll be.
Start talking.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Digital University in the actual virtual reality world. How can you use this as a benefit in your business or personal life? As a business, there's so many advantages, because being in confinement as we are right now, and even once all of this gets lifted, the way the world is going to be changing, and the virtual platforms are getting stronger and more elite and pretty amazing. The platform that we're using here and what we've designed has really made it look like the real world out there. So we've actually got classrooms that people can go in. There's auditoriums that you can actually stand up front, put up a PowerPoint, video, whatever it is that you like, and do a talk. And that's kind of what we're in here doing right now, is seeing how virtual reality can really become a reality. And the more you're in here, the more the psyche says, wow, this is real. It's pretty amazing. I find it every time I come in here changing. Some of the other things that we're doing, holding events, we're going to be working in business, and that's what the Digital Business International is all about, doing networking. Come in here from anywhere in the world and find a nice setting to where you can sit down, have a conversation with someone in business, or if you want to just find a place where you're, say, out by the ocean or around a campfire, whatever type of environment that you're looking for, you can find in here. And so to bring others from different parts of the world to network in here is amazing because there are no barriers. All inhibitions are taken down because, as you can see, we're just avatars, but we're still real people. So Robert's name is DNA. Everybody knows him in here as DNA. Everybody in here knows me as BZ Solutions. So again, it's like you are building an identity for yourself in a virtual world. But as far as business goes and networking, oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. Moms around the world, entrepreneurs around the world, it's where it's at. Your children today, that little guy that you have that's just a year old, by the time he is 3 years old, he's going to be running around in places like this that will blow your mind. They're coming in with the technology. You're not going to stop it. No one is. And the sooner we get involved with this and get involved with it in a healthy manner, through the education, through being able to do summits, doing classes, online courses, training, speaking engagements, even online schools are starting to look at the virtual reality world. So it's here to stay. You can change with it, or you can watch it change around you, but it's not going to stop. And it's only going to keep getting better. So
Beverly, question for you.
So,
when I first introduced
sure.
this to you, how long did it take for you to actually, get into Sansar, get an account, get an avatar, start walking around and understand, how to use all the tools? How long did it take you to do?
Well, it took us longer to download it than it is for me to start jumping around in here. We did all the little steps to get in here, right? And then it said, okay, follow me. He says, push this button and this button and this button and this button, which is one was forward, backwards, and side to side. And we took off running and we just went. And he said, okay, push this button, started jumping. I think the hardest thing for me to maneuver was the mouse making you turn around in a circle. But I've since conquered that a lot better. I'm not really running into walls so much anymore. But the maneuverability is really pretty easy. And the more you're in here, the easier it gets. So it's like anything else. It takes practice,
everyone
right?
for a tour real quick before Chelsea wraps this up? Up to you.
Oh, sure. Where do we want to go? Well, one of my favorite places out here is I like to go run around the track because it gives me a form of exercise that I haven't been able to do to get outside. So let's take a run into the university itself, right? And we'll just run out the other side. And here's the track.
So you can work out here?
And when I around the track, it just kind of looked like I was just, running around. But when I decided to just start breathing in it and start feeling that I was actually out here running, my whole body started to feel different. Started to feel energized. I felt alive. I really felt like I was getting an exercise, which in essence it is, because it all starts in the mind. What the mind can believe and achieve, conceive it can achieve, right? And so that's kind of How I use different.
I just ran away from her. She's still talking probably. Let me go get the soccer ball. Okay. Okay, here you go.
We actually went and played.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think so.
Tell you what, you can't click on it. You gotta use your feet and kick it. Yep.
Gotta use my feet and kick it. We played basketball, but I haven't really.
You just
played
gotta run your
soccer yet,
avatar into it.
Oops. Yeah.
Let's see how good you're at playing soccer.
All right.
Let's see if you. There you go. So Chelsea, look how how interactive this is. Yeah, it is gamified, but most important is having the conversation, inviting people in, and having a connection, and creating a community. That's actually what Sansar is all about. And through the experiences that you build with your worlds or what other people have in their worlds, this is how the world's going to reconnect. And right now we are disconnected, and we are trying to find ways to reconnect. And all I can say is this right now is like one of the hottest things people are using to reconnect their businesses.
Very interesting. And it's like it's not necessarily clicking yet, because I have to get in there and do it myself, but it's starting to make sense how this is different from a Zoom meeting.
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
It's quite different, and I can see how it gives you that sense of actually being there.
Yep. At first, it's going to, your brain will be like just looking at it like it's a video game, right? But then once you start conversating and connecting and jumping and going around with each other, then you have a sense of like you're actually there. Your brain shifts over to being in that avatar, and it's being your authentic avatar, right? Now, the things that I found, I can be myself. I don't have, think of all these people that go to like a workplace, and they got to put on a face, and they're not really who they truly are because they have to act it, right? This right here will let people be themselves. Like the other day, someone says, "Hey, you say and too much." I said, "And?" That's me, and I'm not going to change who I really am. And if I want to say and then I'll be and Andy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
But anyways, you know where I'm going with this. It's like you can just be yourself. There's no stress. Now there is people that like to create drama in here. It's all up to you if you want to be around that. But what's cool about if Beverly was giving me drama, look at this button right here. I could block her, and then she's no longer in my world, right? But I'm not going to block her. She's actually a pretty cool person, so we'll keep Beverly we'll keep her unblocked.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Robert.
Thank you so much, Beverly.
She just said thank you.
I wonder if you could.
Thank you.
Oh, I love Beverly. I wonder if you could. It's okay if we go a couple minutes over, but
Yep.
share that video about Facebook and their new platform that they're launching. I think it's like a short video.
Mm-hmm.
Would you mind showing that? That way we can just kind of round it out and kind of give these moms a sense of either you plug in or you're going to be left behind because it's happening and it's here to stay, like Beverly said.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we can end on that note.
Beverly, let me go ahead and throw up a portal so they can see how easy it is to have people follow you to different experiences. So I may take you back to the Digital Business International.
Sure.
And that's where we have the video,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and play that once we get over there. So let me go ahead and find. Here we go. Let me go ahead and throw up a portal. There you go. So now you can invite people to your world just like this, just by walking through it and then click and visit.
Nice.
So imagine walking into a crowd and say, "Hey, everybody, we're going to play soccer today. Let's go." You throw up a portal and everybody jumps in there, and there they are playing soccer with you.
Cool. So when you have your online event, you can go to different worlds and wrangle up other people.
Yep, absolutely. So let me go
Wow.
ahead and get that set up here. Let me just make sure I got audio. I'll turn the world audio way up. And let me go ahead and get into the chat. Go nearby.
And this is not the same platform. This is something different that Mark Zuckerberg is launching, correct?
Right. Yeah, same exact thing that Sansar's been doing for the last 3 years, though. So.
Okay. But it's being launched by Facebook.
Yeah, it's called Horizon, and this was talked about last year, 2019, in September at their 06 summit. So as soon as I get there.
Thank you so much. This has been really enlightening, Robert.
Can you hear?
Great social experiences usually aren't just a place where you interact, right? They give you the ability to define the space around you. And so we've been working on something that does this in virtual reality. It's kind of a virtual reality take on this. And we've been working on this for a while, and today we want to announce an experience that we've been working on called Horizon. And in Horizon, you are going to be able to build your own worlds and experiences. You're going to be able to play games, you're going to be able to explore, you're going to be able to hang out with your friends, and of course meet new people. And because everyone is going to be able to create their own spaces and experiences within it, Horizon is going to have this property where it just grows and expands and gets better and better over time as we focus on building this out for many years to come. So let's take a look at this.
Beyond our world, there's another world. And it's right here, on my face. Welcome. This is Horizon. Think of me as your guide / self-appointed spokes avatar, here to show you around. You know, Horizon is filled with possibilities. You can play stuff, make stuff, fly stuff. Whoa! Really love the stash, Stuart.
What up, Stuart?
Wait, I want a mustache. Horizon isn't about rules or limits or pants or people telling you not to fly an airplane while drinking your fresh ground, fair trade, French press morning coffee through a curly straw. Isn't that right, Debbie? Mm-hmm. It's about getting out there and trying new things, making your mark, making friends with an Australian named Mark.
Oh, actually, I'm from New Zealand.
And you can even build a world of your own, like laser tag moon landing. Or this islandy place with these cutie patooties. In Horizon, the world is your lobster.
Isn't it oyster?
That too. So come, join us. A never-ending, ever-changing world beyond your world is waiting. Debbie gets it.
All right, so we've built Horizon to be a welcoming and inclusive community from day one. A lot of the social tools that power it are the same ones that we built over the years to power Facebook and Instagram as well. There's a whole range of expressive and diverse avatars to get us started. And the best part is that the creator experience is built right into VR. So you don't need to be able to code in order to create something, although that can certainly help in building some of the more advanced things. You don't need to take off your headset in order to make something. You can make some really neat stuff in just a couple of hours if you want, and then invite your friends in and have experiences and hang out with them right there. So this is early, but this is another step towards building the kind of social infrastructure that we believe is going to be important in the future. So you should be able to hang out with your friends, join groups, create events, share ideas in VR, just like you can online. And of course, now you're going to be able to do it with that added feeling of presence, like you're right there with the people who you're talking about, that no other technology platform that has existed before delivers. So we are launching this next year. We're putting the finishing touches on it now, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you all do with it. So that's...
So Chelsea, this was in September of 2019.
Okay.
And Zuckerberg was just online 2 days ago saying that they're getting ready to launch the paradigm shift. This is it right here. They're getting ready to launch the way we're going to be connecting. And we're already doing it. And there's going to be multiple platforms like this that are going to do exactly what Facebook's doing. Okay. And the takeaways from what Zuckerberg is saying is that the sense of presence, that is what's missing with Facebook right now. So think of all those Facebook users, where they're going to be when this launches. And the fact that, what I can say is that, the way we're absorbing content right now is from like a smartphone, okay? And some of the added features that are going to be coming out with this platform is being able to do this from your smartphone, being able to do it from a tablet, being able to do it from a desktop, being able to do it from a VR headset. But my experience with having a VR headset, once you go VR headset, you don't really need all the other stuff unless you have to be mobile and be walking around, from point A to point B. But this really gets you from point A to point B just like that, anywhere, anytime, and at a very effective and efficient cost. So it doesn't make sense if someone is working from a desktop or even a VR headset to get in a car, take the feel and time to go down the road to do the same thing that they can do from their house, but be able to connect with people, with their employees, with their family, with prospects, with the world. You know what I'm saying? So this is the paradigm shift, just like what happened to Blockbuster when Netflix came out. Same thing that's going to happen. This technology is going to make a lot of hardware stuff to be obsolete because it's not going to be needed. And all I can say is the hardware and the software has finally caught up with itself, and now it's affordable. Before, back 10 years, this is like a $10 million technology, right? That one would have to pay to get this in their home. But now it's at our fingertips and it's affordable. Where the value and what I think moms can do is moms like to create things. Get a mom into building a virtual reality world for a client. And they get a couple clients and they're making a decent living. Okay, because right now there really isn't a set value on this yet. It's what you're worth. Okay, and today, I brought my team into a Zoom when it was talking about your worth. It's like they say, how much do you charge your clients, and what is your business? So some people say I charge my clients $25,000. Well, I tell you what. I'm raising my hand. That's what I'd like to charge my clients. And I know that you could do that with this. It's what you set yourself and what you think your value is. Don't undervalue yourself. So that's what we do with the Digital Business International. We're going to build you up, get you confident, show you the things that are on the market that you haven't seen yet, that are there. It just, you got to get involved, right? And I love to work with some moms that want to, build their own worlds and expose their business to the whole world, not just in their area. If moms that have businesses and they're frustrated right now, we need to bring them in and have a conversation. And we need to learn their business so we can better help them. So with that being said, I appreciate your time. And again, I said, you need to jump in and start asking questions, or I'll keep going on and on and on, because I'm very passionate with this type of technology. It's not the only tool that I use to help people in their business, but it is a great tool that's bringing much value to the world and the communities.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to add my 2 cents and my experience with it, which is not much. But I met Beverly at an event through the Power Team group, and through one of Bill Walsh's events. He is also a speaker, one of the keynote speakers on this summit. You'll hear from him tomorrow. And Beverly and I really connected, and she was amazing. She probably can't hear me right now. And she's been on the road. Yeah, she's been on the road for, I don't even know, like almost 20 years or something. No, since the 90s, right? Anyways, so she, she's a nomad. She works at different places, and she basically visits, and she came and stayed here for a few weeks with me. And so that's how I met Robert. That's when she got started in all this, which is just, kind of like mind blown. But for you moms, I just wanted to tell you that Beverly's great. She's a 70-year-old woman. She'll probably yell at me for that, telling her age. She's a 70-year-old woman, and she's fabulous, and she got this down. So if she can do it, you can do it too. And, this Digital Business International, it is a global networking group, just like you would go down to the Chamber of Commerce or whatever on Meetup in your town. You go there, you get to, do your 30-second spiel and, figure out what is the perfect client for different people, and you can bring other people to them. Well, this is an actual global meeting place for an actual networking meeting where you can have people from all over the world at one table together. So I just was so happy that Robert participated in this, just to show you what's possible. And as you see with the transition that's happening, and it's going to be coming out any minute now, with Facebook, that looks like a lot of fun, and it's all centered around fun. But there's not a lot of people. I don't know if anybody else who's building communities to conduct business on virtual reality. Do you know of anybody else who's, getting together a bunch of people to make business on virtual reality?
Lots of people are.
Lots of people are?
The thing is, you don't know that it's happening, okay?
Okay,
And,
well,
you're
the only one
happening.
I know. But yeah, it's not just for fun. It's a future of business. So get ahead of that wave, because it's coming, and get on the leading edge and be one of the first to start doing this. Then people are going to be coming to you because you're going to be kind of the authority. Wow, how are you creating these results? So thank you for showing us the potential for us here and the future of business.
Absolutely. And thank you for having me on your show. And if I can be any help or service to you, just don't hesitate. I'm right here.
I think a lot of people are going to have questions for you and want to connect. So how can we connect with you, Robert?
Easy. I'm going to make it super easy. Okay. It's dbi.now.site. It's just a simple landing page that they can go on to, put their information in there. They can send their email through that way. I'm just looking for referrals. If they want to refer people that they think could use this type of technology, by all means, put that in there. And we are building our founders group. We just launched just a couple weeks ago. And, we're about halfway filled with the founders. And the value that I'm giving the founders is I'm giving my time to the founders to help them get up to a certain level that they can go and teach their chapters and build their memberships up to teach people what I'm doing. So I'm working with 20 people, and I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking for people that have a passion in building communities, and have a passion for, figuring out the world's problems. And, right now the problem is I want to figure out, and I know I have it figured out already. It's just, I need to connect with as many people as possible to get this word out. And that is, let's get our education system back where it needs to be. Because right now I just find that just a couple phone calls that I've had with my local school, it's like they're still scratching their head on what is the best resort. So I would like to start there, get the parents talking in the PTA meetings and saying, hey, what other solutions do you folks have? Well, hey, here's a solution that's getting ready to come out, and we want to make sure we understand what's happening, because the last thing you want to have is have a technology take over, the world, and you don't know what happened, right? So if we understand it now, we'll be able to better control it. So, but I'm not trying to fearmonger here. I just want to get the moms to be, to be more aware of what's happening, because their children are using this technology right now. Fortnite, Minecraft, all that is the same thing, but this is more at it's at a higher level where the adults are getting involved with it. Okay. I'm not a gamer. I don't want to play games. And anybody that comes to me and say, hey, this is a game, I will correct them and say, this is a gathering. And, I just want to make sure that, the moms get a chance. Okay. And that they get a chance with their kids and to get a better control over what's happening. Because right now they're just playing all the shooting games up. And when the teachers send the homework and stuff, they're like, oh, back to the video game. And this is the way you're going to get their attention. Let's gamify the education system to get the attention of the kids. So that way the teachers and the students can connect again. And
they want to learn.
Yes.
What a concept. And I'm so glad you brought that up, because it's not just what can we do for our business. It's how can we enrich our children's life. And I'm sorry, I'm going to get emotional here.
That's all right.
And just, allow them the chance to be able to get school done in a smaller period of time while learning more and having more time to increase their skills and their value and their potential. And these kids can start, throwing up businesses at 10 years old. I mean, the sky is the limit with this. And yeah, so especially a big call to all the education women. Let's get involved. Let's get together. And let's make this happen. I really love what you're doing, Robert. And I really thank you.
You're welcome. The mind is the limit. Thank you, Chelsea.
Exactly. Thank you so much.